On any given night in the state of Minnesota, there are an estimated 4,080 youth ages 21 and under who are homeless. Causes of youth homelessness generally fall into three interrelated categories: family problems, economic problems, and residential instability.
So the Hope Street School Outreach Program is a partnership between the Minneapolis Public School System, select high schools up in the northwest Hennepin suburbs, and Hope Street. And we have staff that work within that program that work directly with the homeless liaisons in those districts, as well as the homeless leads in the schools, to ensure that there's proper identification of young people that may be at risk of homelessness or currently experiencing homelessness.
Many homeless youth leave home after years of physical and sexual abuse, strained relationships, addiction of a family member, and parental neglect. Youth may become homeless when their families suffer financial crisis resulting from lack of affordable housing, limited employment opportunities, low-paying jobs, no medical insurance, or inadequate welfare benefits.
We don't know who all of them are because they don't self-identify themselves for the most part. They blend in very well, and we hear about them if they are in some type of a crisis, that they finally come to a social worker or to another trusted employee at the school, possibly a coach or a dean or the lunchroom staff, the hall aide, even a bus driver.
When I got the eviction notice from the lawyer at my apartment, I just thought I was going to be homeless. Me and my son would have to go to a shelter. And I really don't want to go to a shelter. I've never wanted to go to a shelter. I've had sisters and family members that have stayed in shelters.
Hope Street School Outreach Program works with more than 300 youth annually in more than 20 schools throughout Hennepin County. For youth to be eligible, they must be attending a Hennepin County high school, be between the ages of 14 and 24, be either homeless or at risk of homelessness, and low income.
It's really imperative that these young people are connected both to school staff and to Hope Street staff during these times, so that they can really recognize what they need and what they want in life and how to get there.
Hope Street has had a successful collaboration and partnership with select schools in Minneapolis since the early 2000s. The job of an outreach case manager is to come into the school and educate staff and school personnel about the resources that we have to offer. Think of us as a mobile resource. Here are some tips for successful school outreach. A case manager will be assigned to a specific school and set up an introductory meeting with the school lead or homeless liaison. The case manager will explain the services and criteria, and as well as some of the other programs Hope Street has to offer. The case manager and the school lead will determine the preferred form of communication. The case manager and school lead will set up regular times for outreach in the school. Based on the need, it will be determined whether it's on call, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. It's really helpful to provide us a badge or a pass to access the school. The case manager and school lead will determine the referral process and what that looks like for the students in that school. It's also really helpful to provide us with a space where we can meet one-on-one and confidentially with the students. It's helpful to provide hall passes to us case managers so we can send the students back to class when they're finished. If you're interested in having school outreach in your school, contact your school liaison or your school lead and have them call Hope Street directly at 612-204-8211.
Sometimes people just need a support system, and that's mainly it. Just a support system, someone to listen, to help them, to try, just to be there for them. That's all people really need and want, is someone to be there.
Gotta be free. Gotta be free to be me. Gotta be free. Gotta be free to be me. gotta be